Good morning from Ohio, November 7th, and it is finally getting chilly out. It was 52 coming in this morning, which I guess is still a little unseasonably warmer for November 7th for these parts, but it was about 72 or 75 yesterday, so the drop in temperature, I think, is what's going to get them up on their feet. I already had 4 doe feeding around behind me under that big red oak. And old Deuce was in here yesterday. Well, he was on the front side of this property yesterday at like 2:30 in the afternoon. He was really the only deer. Oh my gosh. It was almost catastrophic. I almost dropped the glove. He was really the only deer, only shooter that we had on camera anywhere close to daylight yesterday. Like I said, it was warm yesterday, warm and kind of like foggy rain, just kind of a weird, nasty day. All day I actually elected to take the day off. So we got really probably like a day today and maybe tomorrow morning here in Ohio, and then I'm shipping off to New York to start rut week. Uncle Jay's coming up tomorrow. Chris is coming up tomorrow. My dad will be up there tomorrow. Dean and I are going to go up early, I think, and then Cuzzy comes up Saturday or Sunday. But man, oh man, would it be nice to put a tag on something before then. I am itching to get back in the game. Congrats to Uncle Jay for getting it done. He shot a buck on the 5th and recovered it yesterday morning, which was awesome, or yesterday early afternoon, I think, which, hey, it's part of the hunt. We don't always make perfect shots, but our ability to persevere, stay patient, and recover the animal, I think is some of the best in the business, and I'm extremely proud of that for us, and proud of Uncle Jay for exhausting all options, and he found his buck, and that's awesome. I forgot my bino harness, which also has my rangefinder on it. So we're going to test out your boy's ability to range on the fly. And Lord willing, it'll be top pin yardage somewhere in the vicinity. So Dino's in the bush. It's just me and Dino today. I bet Uncle Jay is probably packing and getting ready for New York, and the rest of the crew is working. So are we. Let's get it. Ladies and gents, it is November the 7th. This is one of, I don't know why, you usually have a date in your head that you love. November 7th is one of mine. You're going to get a little bit of everything at this time. A little chasing, a little lockdown, a little seeking, cruising, all of the above. You don't know if a buck's locked on a doe or if he's off a doe and looking for his next. That's the beauty of the rut. It's going to be like this for a couple weeks.
we're getting ready to head to New York tomorrow for our rut week. So, getting a hunt in this morning in Ohio. Hopefully we see, hopefully we get some rut action. I am approving, once again, another vlog from the tree. And you guys can knock me for being on my phone all you want to, but this is how we keep the content flowing as the morning is slow right now. The leaves are crunchy. I am watching this from our editor and our producer, Mike and Novak. Doing a phenomenal job, by the way. This is Dean's kill. This is Dean's kill, and it's awesome so far. Dean and my dad sat that morning, and they saw a bunch of deer. They saw a bunch of bucks. There was definitely a hot doe down in our sanctuary bottom, and they were catching the doe and a bunch of different bucks that were kind of corralling her and booting her around a little bit. But this is good stuff. This will get you jacked up. Gotta keep your eyes peeled though.
Yeah, those are both little bucks.
Both little bucks. Different bucks.
Yeah.
Hey. There's gotta be
November 7th.
big boys in there somewhere.
Else, would you rather be? It is November 7th.
Just had a doe come in here. And 3 other doe walked. Walked the back of the ridge. Oh, there they come. Is that a buck? Sure is. God, it's him. It's that big deer. He's over there. He's over there. Kind of coming back. He's over there, guys. That's a giant. big deer just came running through here. I had 3 doe walk the back of the ridge, and they're over there just about to lay down, I think, and he came and busted it all up. He came through so fast, and I think he's still over there somewhere. But if he's chasing them around in here, they might come back. There he is. There he is. He's coming back. He's coming back. What the hell was that? Guys, I have no idea what just happened, but I don't know if it was just a buck. One of these deer, one of these does just gave a little blow and then ran back. I don't know if this little doe that was close to me saw the big buck coming and got nervous, but they all peeled around and ran back. I don't get this. My wind is perfect, so I have no idea what just happened. I think they were just spooked from this buck, honestly. Oh my God, he was coming. He was coming.
I just caught flashes of them. It looked like there was multiple deer. I mean, like 3 or 4 deer, but they were going that way, and then they turned around, they came back. Looked like a buck booting a couple doe around. And it could have been the same doe that I saw earlier, because they all went back that way.
Be a good time to have some binoculars, wouldn't it? Yes, yes it would. It's definitely not a buck. It's almost 10 o'clock. I do not want to get out because this weather is perfect, just a little overcast. It's finally a little bit cooler today, like 50 degrees. And I definitely have some doe in here just cruising around. They're just kind of feeding on acorns, and they're just up and moving, honestly. I mean, this is a day that you could get a buck cruising by at literally any time 11, noon, 1 o'clock. Oh, I am just shook from this morning's encounter. That deer is a giant buck. And I just looked at a couple of clips of the footage. I can tell when the deer got like nervous, but they didn't look in my direction. It didn't look like their noses were in the air. I don't know what happened. I think the buck just had them flustered and they just kind of snorted and did their run around, because I don't think that doe was ready. I don't know. For some reason they got flustered and ran that way. Insane. Oh my God, insane. You guys, I just got in here. Got in early for this reason. And I just had the buck that we're after, Goose, slip right in behind me as I was setting up. I wasn't ready. I mean, I had the A7 literally in my hand. And I turned around and he's 60 yards coming right to the creek. And my wind is drifting back that way, and I think he just caught a little whiff. Unfreaking believable. I mean, he was on camera yesterday. I think at 240. It's about 240. And I saw him about 10 minutes ago. Unbelievable, but by the way he reacted, and he definitely didn't. He's a big old deer. He didn't agree with whatever his senses were telling him, or maybe the right thing to say is he did agree. Gosh damn it. I don't think he was coming, per se. He was just cruising. I would have had to call to him. He was on the other side of the creek. I got no shot over there. But I think based on what he was doing and being alone, I think I could have called to him and gotten him to investigate. Unreal. We always say it, Uncle Jay always says it, when you least expect it, and I don't know. I don't even know if I had my guard down necessarily. I was just setting up, getting ready. I just wasn't fully set up and ready yet. Otherwise, I mean, he's walking through freaking open hardwoods. I mean, I see him coming. Unreal. I guess you can get lucky, but that might be, I don't know. That's the buck we were in here after, so I don't really know what to say about that. Unless he picks up a doe and she runs him right through here, I don't think he's coming back. Gosh damn it. That's a big old Ohio whitetail right there. That is a big old Ohio whitetail.
All right, we're in and set up. 35 yards to the creek bed.
I've got one lane. The last little buck I saw in the creek literally got in the creek down here and he walked all the way up as far as I could see him right in the middle of the creek. I can shoot the creek. Obviously can shoot the field behind me. Wind in my face. A little spitting from above. This isn't gonna last, and believe it or not, I think we may see a little peek of the sunshine. And hopefully that gets or keeps them up on their feet. Anything goes. What is it, November 6th? 7th. 7th. It's 7th. We got 2 hours and 10 minutes till sundown, official sundown. Just feels good to be back in the tree. Get back on the horse. Get back on that horse and ride it. We might get a little aggressive and doing a little rattle sequence and some grunting here. Once we're in settled for a few minutes, see if we can't razzle dazzle something up. That was freaking badass. That was DT. Mainframe 10. He's 3. Hang on. This camera. I'm tired of doing this with this darn camera. We need to figure something out. That was freaking sick. So, I'm freaking pumping right now. I heard him grunting. Could see him way up on the horizon line. I don't even know if you can see that way up there. Way up on the horizon line. It's got to be 150 plus yards. And chasing the doe around, grunting up a storm. And I could just see times. I could tell it was a good buck. Obviously, I threw the kitchen sink at him. Grunted. Rattle bagged a handful, probably 20 seconds. Grunted some more. Snort wheezed. He was feeding in the corner, and I finally got the camera on him. And he picked up his head and just started walking like this way, but he's far. He's 200 yards. They're close to it anyway. And I'm like, he's got to be coming. He's got to be interested. As if he left the doe's not interested. He came through all the thick shit, crossed the creek in 18, 20 yards. And I passed him. What a Dumas. No, that's a solid pass. I'm 100% okay with that. If I don't have the backyard buck under my belt, I'm probably shooting him. But that deer, I'm pretty sure, is 3.5. He's a mainframe 10. He had about a 2-inch drop tine during velvet that he broke off. He's got a bunch of junk on the top of his brows. And if he manages to live, and he's gonna live at least one more day, he will be a freaking stud. But that was a badass hunt and a badass cap to a badass week. I worked my ass off to find a buck that I made a marginal shot on. And it happened. 30 plus hours and I found it. Trump is our new president-to-be, the Lord. He works, man. Gotta save our country. You gotta believe. You gotta believe. He's a good man. He's got a good heart. Don't believe the narrative. Sorry, I'm not getting off on a tangent. I'm gonna pack up here shortly, load the truck, and first thing in the morning I am camp bound for a flippin' week. We're gonna celebrate with the boys. My brother be coming in from Vegas. He's doing the shuffle in Vegas. He's probably losing his ass to some blackjack. That was freaking badass. That was as good as killing that deer for me. Thank you. I know that's a little whack, but I only have one more tag. It's gonna be a good one if I get to use it. That was a good one. It's gonna be a real good one. That was sweet. We freaking took off back down the field, started grunting. Unreal. Unflippin' real. That's an awesome story. And you got to see it because we got footage. Son of a bitch. Let's go to camp. Cut it.